Sassy working hard.
9 center field, 9.
Welcome to the Holy Roller, where it's all about playing craps and winning free cruises. I'm going to show you what it's all about, so let's get rolling.
Hey, what's up? Brian here with the Holy Roller. Today I'm going to show you in this video how to get free money off of your card, your SeaPass card, when you're on a cruise, and also a bunch of other tips and tricks on how to win a free cruise just by playing craps on a cruise. Here we go.
All right, we're gonna show you how to get your free play on your card for your machine. Some of the newer machines and newer ships, you don't have to insert your card. So you just go to account, and then you go to personal banker, and then you're gonna put in your passcode, which is your month and day. You want me to hide it? There you go.
Should I put my month in first?
Month and day.
Hide it.
All right, and then it's gonna have you reset your password. All right, so press OK, and now you're gonna reset it. All right, I won't look. Starts with a 1. And then it's gonna ask you to reset or do it one more time. And then successfully reset.
My rewards?
My total rewards, yeah, let's see.
$7.
$7, watch out, big money. All right, and then if you want to transfer that $7 to the game, so do you want to transfer the $7 to this game?
Yes, I do.
All right, now go to account, and then after you hit account, then go to personal banker.
Why does it go so fast?
And then after that, you're gonna put in your PIN. And then you press, I think it's transfers. Yeah, transfers. Transfer to game. Promo dollars. And then you have to put other, just put other, because you could type in 7. That's just like that. That's $7. And now, boom, you got it.
All right, it's important to know that on the first and second day of the cruise on your SeaPass card, there is free money there, promo dollars, just like you saw. I'm gonna show you how to do it one more time with mine. Here we go.
Let's do that again with mine and see. We're gonna just tap mine here. So whenever that happens, then you're gonna go to account, and then you go to personal banker, and then you're gonna put in, this is gonna be your day, the month and your day of your birthday. That's what it's always set at. Then after that, it's gonna ask you to reset. So you press OK, and you can put in the same one if you want. I'm gonna just put in my year, and then it's gonna ask you to do it again. All right. I do that on my videos so everybody can send me a birthday present on my birthday. It just passed, don't worry about it. All right, and then you go to personal banker again, and then we're gonna do our password. Then you do my total rewards, and $7. I got $7 too, Amber.
Okay, to get free cruise offers, you have to find the promo of the cruise, and it has different points for playing in the casino. Let me show you that right now. Here we go.
Promo of the cruise. All right, here it is. And it looks like it's similar to a lot of the ones that we've been on. So that's great. We got 400 points for $100 off. 600 points, 800 points complimentary. So 800 points, and you can pick, and you'll have a free cruise with 800 points. This is when you book either on the cruise or within 7 days, or it's $250 off if you wait. So the bonus award with next cruise booking, you have 7 days to get all of this. If you don't get it within the 7 days, then you're gonna have 800 points. You'll only have $250 off your next cruise. But if you get to 1,500 points, you'll have $100 worth of free play. But look, you'll have interior stateroom no matter what. So great. And here is the rewards are in your favor. So this is all of the different perks, and you can find this online. I'll put it in the link in the description, and you can see all of the different. So the convenience fee is waived when you get to prime. That's 2,500 points. So if you get to 2,500 points, well, 2,000 is an interior stateroom and 3,000 is an ocean view. I've known people that got to 2,500 points on a 6-night cruise with about 800 bucks. So that gives you kind of an idea.
Now, some people may be asking, which is the fastest, best way to get points in the casino in order to win the free cruise? Now, that varies, but before we go any further, listen to this funny story. All right, funny story. Amber was waiting in line, right? Waiting in line right here for me. And so we're going right here because the line was wrapping around here. So she put in, how much did you $12 in this one. She put in $12 and then got 131 out. And then she went over, she said, okay, the line moved a little bit. And she went to this one. She actually put it in, it said $20 and she pressed it and she spent $20 on this one. She's like, oh my gosh, why did I do that? Then she took out 100, so from 12 to 131, then to 111. Then she went over here to this one and put it in and pressed it, I think 2 times, and then she cashed out 300 from 12 bucks. That was pretty cool. All right, for that slot play, Amber got about 20 points. Yes, of course, it was only $12, and then she won that amount, and then she was playing, and so she won. But the thing about the slot games is the slots, it is 1 point for every $5. So yeah, maybe you can put in $12 and win 300, but really it's 1 point for every $5 you put in. If you put in $100 and you don't hit a jackpot and it just goes from $100 and it just takes all of your money, you get 20 points for that $100. And of course it goes up and down sometimes, so you might get a little bit more, but I think the best way to get points and to guarantee points without spending a bunch of money is the table games. Let me show you a strategy that I use for playing craps on my table at home. I'll just show that to you right now, and then we'll get back to the video. All right, here we are on my table at home. I want to show you a little bit of hedging is what I'm talking about. And so you have the pass, the don't pass, but let's say for just basics, like if you put $10 here on the pass line, it wins on 7-11 when the puck is off. It loses on 2-3-12 when the puck is off. And so right now would be a come out roll. And for $2, just $2, you can insure this with what's called a crap check. $2 crap check pays 14. If we roll, and that's a 12, right? This actually loses on a 12, and so you would have just lost 10 bucks. But for $2, it actually pays 14. So then I hedged my bet. So now I could put back my 10, and then I'll just put this right here. And then say I roll again, and it's a 9. So now I lose this $2, and the point becomes 9, and now I have to roll a 9 before I roll a 7 in order to win. So that's right here. That would win, if we roll a 9 before a 7, we would win $10. So there's what's called the don't come bar, where you can actually either put $10 back here, and whatever number rolls next, it will go behind that number. So let's see what the number is. It's an 8. All right, so this goes behind the 8. So now if a 7 rolls, I will win right there. But if an 8 rolls, I will lose right there. But 7, I would lose here if I don't roll a 9. So you can see, if a 7 comes, I would win this and lose this. So see how I hedged that bet? And then the other thing is, if a 9 comes, I would win here, but that one would be there still. So let's see what happens. Let's just roll it and see. All right, a 7. All right, so a 7 rolled before a 9. So now the puck goes off. I lose this bet, but this bet I actually won. So that's kind of like, so basically all of those rolls that just happened, I actually made $2 profit on that roll. But basically what I'm talking about is hedging your bets. There's another one, instead of going through the don't pass like that, you can actually do or a don't come, because when the puck is off, you can't play that one. But you could do a don't pass. So instead of putting $10 here, I could put it here. This loses on 7-11. This wins on 7-11. This wins on 2-3, and it pushes or bars on the 12. So maybe I don't want to hedge this one. Maybe I just want to roll it and see what happens. And it's a 4. So now this 4 rolls, and so the point becomes 4. Now, in order to win this one, I have to roll a 7 before a 4. So you might say, well, how do you hedge that? Well, I can hedge that by putting $10 on the 4. And so if I roll a 4, I actually win 18, but I would lose this 10. If I roll a 7, I would win this one here. Now let's see what happens. Okay, so there's a 2. That doesn't do nothing. And then this one rolls, and it's a 9. And so you could say, well, right here, we're not really making money. We would make $8 if the 4 rolled. Well, this right here, instead of doing $10, imagine if we had did, like just as an example, imagine if we did 50 instead. And so we'll take this back, and instead of doing 10, we did 50, and it became a 4. You can put $25 right there, and that would pay 50 if a 4 rolled. If a 7 rolled, you would get 50. So see how there's $25 extra? You can put out like $24 on the 6 and 8. And if a 7 rolls, you would win 50 right here. If a 4 rolls, you would win 50, and you would still have this money up here. And in this scenario, if you just rolled 6s and 8s, you could just make some money. There's a 6, so that would pay $14. So that would pay 14. So we just put 14 aside, and then we roll again, and there's a 10. That doesn't do anything. And then we roll again, and there's an 8. So that pays another 14. All right, so now let's say a 7 rolled. Okay, so we'll just move this like if a 7 rolled. So a 7 rolls, we lose all of this, right? But with this, we win, and we actually would win an extra $1. But when we hit the 6s and 8s, we made money. And so let's do the same scenario, but in this case, let's say the 4 rolled. So now let's say instead of the 7, maybe a 4 rolls. We would lose this, but then that pays 50 for 1, right? And then, so we see how it just kind of, you can hedge your bets on every bet. So if you want to know more about that, check out the channel. There's other videos, but let's get back to the main video. All right, thanks for watching that. Now, there's all kinds of different strategies, but let me tell you about roulette for a second. Roulette, different than craps. If you had $100 and you played roulette for 1 hour with $100, they count how many rolls you do. You buy in for $100. You play for 1 hour. You'll probably get 100 points. And if you play, your strategy where you're not like just losing all your $100, where you're kind of hedging your bets a little bit, you could probably get about 100 points per hour at roulette. But roulette is kind of like hit and miss, if you would. So I've done roulette only when the craps table's not open. I've done roulette, and I've been there for an hour just to get 100 points on a session. And so the idea is to just do a little bit per day, and in a little bit of points per day add up. But would I be able to spend $100 and get 100 points on slots? Yes, maybe. Would it take a while? Yeah, it would still take a while because you'd be going up and down. But there's no guarantee with slots, because some slots will just take your $100 and be gone with it. And that's why sometimes at roulette, and especially at craps, you can actually play for longer with the same amount of money. With the lower amount of money, you could play longer and get more points out of those. So yeah, slots are faster to get points, but you can also lose your money faster, if that makes sense. Now you might be wondering about the other games. What about blackjack? I would say the same thing on blackjack. You're playing for 1 hour with however much money you have. You probably get about 100 points per hour. So if you're there for 8 hours playing blackjack, how much will that cost you? I generally have the same opinion about any other of the table games that you could play in the casino. I don't know. Will you make money? Will you lose money? I don't know. Because it all depends. Same thing with craps. But with craps, you know, like on blackjack, you have like an insurance bet. If the dealer has blackjack, you could pay for insurance. Imagine with craps, you have insurance on every single time that you play so that you're not losing your money. You're insuring your money the whole time. And that's how on craps, your money could last longer. And that's why, in my opinion, craps is the best one to play to get points for a free cruise. All right, now here's a tip that people do not know about. However many points you get on the cruise while you're on the cruise, that transfers to free play while you're on the cruise. Not just the offer, but while you're on the cruise, before you leave the cruise, your points transfer into free play chips. Watch this. Hey, on the last day of the cruise, it's very important to go to the host desk and see how much money you have on your points so that you can get your free play. Your free play is $5 for every 250 points. So $5 for every 250 points. So a lot of people don't know about that. And at the end of the cruise, it's lose it if you don't use it. If you don't get it, you don't get it. And a lot of people don't know to get it. So on the last day of your cruise, make sure to go to the host desk and ask them, hey, can I get my points transferred to free play? And it's the points that you do on the cruise that you're on by playing in the casino. So say if you had, like, I have 3,000 points, I have 3,000 points towards my next cruise, and those points don't go away for the next cruise, but I'd use the money that I get, $5 for every 250 points. All right, in this point of the video, I had almost 4,000 points, but I needed to get a little bit more because the difference between 3,000 and 4,000 is like $250 worth of free play, but I didn't have time to do it on the table, so I gave you this little tip. Watch this. All right, hey, little pro tip, when you check how many points you have with the casino post, if you are behind on your points, and say it's on the last night, you did a table session and you need a couple hundred points, I would recommend going to a slot machine and getting the rest of those points, because your table game points and your slot machine points add up. So say you need to get to 1,500 and you did a table session and you're only at like 1,200. Just go to the slot machine and push it until you get your 1,500, because then you'll get free play and a cruise and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I hope this helps. Now, where this can make a big difference is if you were having a ocean view, for example, and you wanted to get to a balcony. You can always pay to get to a balcony, pay an upcharge to get to a balcony, like upgrade from an ocean view to a balcony. That may cost you about $200 to $500 to upgrade. However, if you just played like $100 in the slot machine to get to that next level, that's an upgrade for like $100. I hope that makes sense, but that's I'm talking about using the points to upgrade rather than using extra money to upgrade. And if you are using the money to upgrade, use it in the slots before the cruise is over instead of waiting till later and then having to pay like $500 or more to upgrade, unless you're okay with the level you are. I'm just saying, if you're so close to getting to that next level, just go get it at the slots really quick, because if you use $100 to get however many points you get out of that, it could be a better deal than having to pay extra for the upgrades. I hope that makes sense. Well, we have our instant, cruise reward certificate for our free cruise that we were able to get playing on the Wonder of the Seas. And we played craps on the cruise and we won a free cruise. This one is actually a balcony cruise with $500 worth of free play. So that's good on the next cruise. And being that the fact that the next cruise is going to be maybe $200 plus getting the $500 of free play. All right, here is the offer that I got. And I know it's small, I can't even get it to focus, but I'll just show you. I got $500 worth of free play
And I got dates in January, February, March, April, all the way through December of next year that I could choose from. And some of these are 8-night, 5-night, 7-night. Some are balcony and ocean view. $500 worth of free play. All the different ports to choose from and a lot of different ships. And so you just kind of go through and pick which one you want to take an offer from. And I mean, like I said, the offers go on for days. And some of them are really, like, look at a 9, I don't know if you can see that, 9 nights. I'm gonna show you where to go in just a second. So you wanna go to the next cruise area. So I need to find the stairs so I can go to the next cruise area. I'm gonna just go up the stairs. I think it's like 1 level up, maybe 2 levels up. But I wanted to say about this is there's all kinds of dates you could choose from. Now, when you get to 2,500 points, you're probably gonna get free cruise offers in the mail or to your email, or you could go online to clubroyaleoffers.com, type in your Crown and Anchor number there, and let's see, is this the right place? I'm sure this will get me there because I want to show it to you. Obviously, the casino just closed on the last night. I found out that I was like $60, or not $60, 60 points away from the next level, the 4,000 points for the cruise. And so with that, being that I had, sorry, I want to make sure, where is the next cruise area? There's the Bionic Bar. That's always fun. Next cruise. It's up there. Where's that? I'll find it. But anyway, it's kind of like ghost town here because it's a little bit late. Because what I was saying is I found out I was just 60 points away. So I played a session on the table. Then I went over to the host desk and asked them where are my points at, and they're like, "Oh, you're about 60 points away." So I literally went. I feel like I'm missing something here. So I literally went to the it's Christmas time decorations. Look at this. This is the promenade, by the way. It's right here. Now it's closed, but this is the thing you have to do. Well, let me finish the story really quick. So just 60 points away, and I'm like, all the tables are closed, but the slot machines are open. And I found out that I was 60 points away, and they go, "You only got 10 minutes." So I took $100, put it in a slot machine, and just like hit it. And then it went from 100 to 200, and then I spent that 100, got back to my original 100, and then cashed out, walked over to the next, or the casino host, and asked them, and I said, did I make it? And they laughed, and I was like, "Oh man, please don't tell me it didn't make it." And they said, "You made it. It's 4,039 points." So I had 39 points extra, and they said, "Man, you would not believe how many people wait till the last minute to check their points, and then they either don't have enough money or enough time to actually get the points on, and they'll be like 3,900 and something, like I was." And then you only get $250 of free play, and you only get, I think, an ocean view, not a balcony. So this certificate is for a balcony, $500 worth of free play. It's probably going to cost about $200 for that cruise. So when you think about it, it's like plus $300. So I'm getting paid $300 to go on this cruise. Well, of course, if I can get flight for $300, then I'll break even. It's an actual free cruise. So when I say free cruise versus complimentary cruise, sometimes when you get a free play, it actually is a free cruise when you think about it that way. But let me show you this form that you have to use. Okay. So when you go to the next cruise area, you're gonna see a form here. Hello.
you're gonna see a form here, and on the back of this form, it has where you could fill out your name. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a book later form. Wow, they just opened up, nice. But it's a book later form that you have to fill out, and there's a phone number on the bottom that you could call, or it's actually on the bottom of your certificate that you could call. You have 7 days, but look, I need to drop it in this box right here. And so I have 7 days to, I fill out this form, I drop it in that box, and I have 7 days to book in order to get my $500 worth of free play. If I don't do that, then I don't get the free play. Well, back in Colorado, man, 80 degrees on the beach, and now it's like, what is it? I think it's like 2 degrees. All right, so I got back home and I checked out the all the offers on the paper, and I found one that was a 7-day cruise to Alaska, and in Alaska, leaving out of Seattle, Washington, and it was $250 port fees or $225 port fees. It has the $500 worth of free play, plus it has $100 onboard credit, and it's a balcony in Alaska. So pumped about it. Anyway, like I said, this is the promenade in the Wonder of the Seas, and this is what I call the mall, the mall of the ship here. And so, man, Wonder of the Seas is huge. So you probably saw some of my videos, like touring. So maybe if you want, go ahead and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and go check out this video, and maybe you can see some tours and some more information about how you get free cruises just by playing craps on a cruise. And we'll hope to see you cruising and rolling on a craps table soon. See ya.